Okay, Rosie. Today we will learn about properties of matter in the science class. This one. Properties of matter. Then you have to do this quiz. Let's go to the lesson. The quiz you have to do it alone. Okay, there is a video here, 20-minute video. Let's watch the video and I will explain it to you. First, did you know that our entire world is made of matter? This includes things we don't see, such as air we breathe. Okay. So what شنو الماتر يعني؟ الماتر يعني الشيء المصنوع منه العالم، مثل الجزيئات يعني. Let's watch the video, we will understand more.
There's something odd about this kitchen. Poppable matter? Cold matter? Frozen matter? Looks like a refrigerator to me. The chef is making lunch for his friends, John and Becca. I bet he knows what's the matter.
The properties of matter.
Properties يعني خصائص.
Welcome to our wonderful and amazing world of matter. Look carefully at the mountains and the trees. See the waves in the ocean rolling in and out on the beach. Look at all the buildings and homes. Your classroom. Your desk and all the things you keep inside. Look at the person next to you. Everything you see in the world is made of matter. Some things we can't see are made of matter too. But what is matter?
بابا إذا قلنا الماتر يعني بالعربي يعني شيء. أوكي يعني شيء. الخشب is a matter. الهواء is a matter. الضوء، البلاستيك، كل شيء حوالينا إحنا مصنوعين من matter.
Matter. It's all the stuff in our world. Now, I cook up matter here in my kitchen every day.
Matter? We came in for lunch.
John and Becca. Lunch is matter. Did you know that everything in this room is matter? Even you and me.
So matter هي الكون، اليونيفرس، كل شيء مصنوع منه. الجزيئات اللي يعني الشغلات كل شيء ماتر. الأكل اللي ناكله هو شيء صح؟ ماتر. الهواء، الديسك، التي في، الآيباد، كل شيء مصنوع من ماتر.
This chopping block, it's matter. These spoons, matter. This stool, it's matter. Go ahead, sit down. It's solid. Now, most of the matter in this kitchen are objects.
Objects? What are objects?
Things that you can see or touch are called objects.
اوكي so شنو يعني objects؟ الشغلات اللي انت تقدر تشوفها وتلمسها بيدك هذول objects. So pen is object, TV is object, watch is an object, the ball is an object, because we can all see these things and touch them with our hands, right?
All of the objects in this room are matter.
What about this pan?
Matter.
A glass?
Matter.
A stove?
Matter.
The table?
Matter, matter, matter. All the things that you can see. And some you can't see, everywhere are matter.
But all matter is not the same.
Ah, now you're cooking. Using our eyes is one way of telling things apart, and seeing is one of our senses. We have 5 senses to help us learn about our world. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling.
Okay, those are the 5 senses, Baba. We learned about them last week or 2 weeks ago. So you can see, this is one sense. You can hear, second sense. You can smell, third sense. You can taste, fourth sense. And you can touch, feel, fifth sense.
We use our 5 senses to tell about objects. Let me give you an example. You see a baby animal. You touch its soft fur. You hear it whimper. You know it's a puppy. When we use our 5 senses to tell about or describe something, we are naming the properties of that thing. How things look, how they sound, how they smell, feel, and taste are its properties.
I smelled a skunk last night. Is that smell a property of a skunk?
You're on the scent now.
The stinky smell of a skunk is just one of a skunk's properties. How else can we tell a skunk from another animal?
A skunk is black and white. A skunk can be about the size of a cat. Speaking of cats, I lost my cat last week.
Tell us, how did you find it?
Let's see. I told my neighbors what Tiger looked like. Tiger has tabby stripes, she's smaller than your cat Mac, and she weighs less than 1 bag of potatoes. Hey, those are properties of my cat.
You're cooking now.
What happened? Well, my neighbor asked me if Tiger had a very quiet meow. Another property, hearing. That's hearing. Tiger was on the front porch all night crying to get in.
Excellent use of properties. Now, let's see what you know so far. Let's pass the matter bag. What I want you to do is put your hand inside and use your 5 senses to tell about the object that you can feel.
Okay, Baba. Now what they are explaining here, we can tell apart matter by using our senses. يعني نقدر نحدد شنو الشغلات الأوبجكتس اللي حوالينا by using our 5 senses. Okay?
Feel. Go ahead. It won't bite you, that kind of thing.
It feels hard.
So which sense they are using here? Feeling, touching, okay?
But waxy. It's blue. It looks like a square. It's a block candle. I have a block too. It's bigger than John's and it's covered with pictures.
So they are using the senses to tell what are these objects. They can sense it, they can touch it to know it is solid object. They can look at it to know what color it is. Okay?
My object is round and fuzzy. I can squeeze it. It's bright yellow. It's a tennis ball. Mine feels soft. I can bend it. It's real light. It's a feather. It's lots and lots of feathers.
Yes! Now, do you remember what we call those words like hard, soft, round, fuzzy, blue, and square when we use them to talk about objects?
Properties.
Yes!
Okay, so those are the properties of objects. So objects are made of matter and we use our senses to tell what are the properties of objects. Okay, so if we go back to this,
But waxy.
this box. So when I say, Rose, tell me the properties of this white square. white cube sorry blue cube. شنو يعني properties؟ يعني الخصائص. يعني when I need to describe the object أعطيه خصائص مالته. Here first it is hard solid يعني قوي because I sensed it with my hands. It is يعني الobject صلب قوي مو fluffy. It's blue, okay, and it is small, for example. So these are the properties, okay.
It's blue. It looks like a square. It's a block candle.
A property of the cake I baked. Becca.
It's sweet.
Indeed. John, another property?
It's soft to chew. It's brown. And it tastes like chocolate.
It's my favorite.
So these are the properties. Here they described the properties of a cake. So they said it is sweet because they tasted it. It is brown because they looked at its color. And it is soft and chewy because they tried to chew it. So those are the properties of the cake.
Now, do all foods have the same properties?
Haroz, do all foods have the same properties? Can you answer this question? No. Some foods are sweet, some foods are salty, some are hard to chew, some are soft. So each type of food, again, foods are objects, have different properties.
No.
Let's look at the properties of some other foods.
This oatmeal safe.
So here
Matter
they are
can
just
be big or small, heavy.
okay. So what other properties of matter we can describe? They can be big, small, heavy, light,
Soft,
soft,
hard,
or hard.
rigid,
rigid يعني قوية ما تنكسر.
or bendable.
bendable يعني you can bend it. تقدرين تطويها بإيدك.
And hot or cold.
Also another type of properties is the temperature. يعني هي باردة حارة hot cold.
Matter can be different and alike at the same time.
Huh?
These spools of ribbon have the same shape, but their color is different. The ball and the toothpick are the same color.
But the ball is round and big, and the toothpick is small and thin.
Now you're getting it. Does this matter belong with this matter or this matter? And why does it matter? Well, knowing about the properties of matter helps us to make sense of our world.
Okay, measuring matter. شلون نقيس الماتر؟
Now, it's time to bring out the Matter Analyzer.
What's that?
It's a tool. It helps us to measure the properties of matter.
Hey, my mom uses a tape measure like this to see how tall I am. Is that what you mean by tool? When I go to the doctor, I stand on a scale to see how heavy I am. When I didn't feel good at school, the office people checked my temperature with a thermometer.
Ah, yes. Well, some of these tools might be found in your own homes. Some tools help us to see matter better, like microscopes. And
So here we are explaining شلون نقدر نقيس الماتر, how to measure it. Okay, you can measure the weight, الوزن, to tell if it's light or heavy. You can measure السايز, تشوفين مثلا إذا تجيبين مسطرة to see how tall are you, or a measuring tape. Okay, many things you can measure. Or you can measure the temperature. اسم الله لما إذا شوفك إذا أنت اسم الله بابا إذا واحد مسخن أو لا, نجيب الثرمومتر اللي هو يقيس التمبريتشر. Okay, to see if it's cold or hot.
telescopes. Some tools help us to measure matter, This is a
This is a balance scale.
balance scale. A balance
ميزان
scale helps
يعني
us
عمود نشوف ايش قد وزن الشغلات.
measure how much matter is in an object. Object do you think has more matter in it? I'll give you a hint. One side of the scale is going to go down further than the other one.
So which one has more matter؟ يعني منو هي عندها بيها شغلات أكثر أثقل؟ الكيوي or the carrot؟ الكيوي هي نزلت السكيل جوا.
That's too easy. The kiwi, of course.
You're right. That
زين ليش الكيوي أثقل من الجزر؟ لأن أكبر كانت وبيها more matter. It
was
has
too
more
easy.
matter.
Now, let's measure the amount of matter that's in that kiwi. With the kiwi on one side of the scale, I'm going to put blocks on the other side. And we're going to stop adding blocks when both sides are about the same. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The kiwi has as much matter as 9 cubes. Therefore, we can say that this side of the scale has as much matter on it as this side.
But why does it matter?
You'll see why. Let's compare this kiwi to this bigger ball. Now, which one do you think has more matter? Are you surprised? The kiwi has more matter. But why? Let's look inside.
There's more stuff, more matter inside.
There's a special word we use when we're talking about how much matter an object has in it. It's called mass. The kiwi has more mass than the tennis ball. Let's find out how much more with our special tools for measuring matter. They're called grams. Scientists have already figured out how much matter is in each one.
The small one says 10 grams.
That means the amount of matter in it is 10 grams.
Okay. When I say grams or kilogram when I describe the weight of something هاي يعني I'm saying how much matter is in something. يعني لما أقول rose is 25 kilograms الوزن مالك 25 to me is 100 kilograms يعني الوزني 100. So I'm saying how much matter do I have? This is how we measure weight for matter.
Grams. The bigger one has 50 grams of matter in it. Let's measure the mass of our kiwi. Tell me when to stop.
Mass يعني كتلة يعني how much do an object has matter. This is a mass يعني الوزن ماله ايش قد.
Stop! They're even.
Okay, let's add up all the grams to see how much matter is in this kiwi. 50 plus 20 plus 10 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 equals 89 grams. The mass of the kiwi is 89 grams. Now,
قسط الوزن مالت الكيوي 89 grams. It is how much matter the kiwi has.
the tennis ball.
So same
50
they
plus
can
10 plus 1 equals 61 grams. We can say that there are 61 grams of matter in the tennis ball. Take a closer look at the balance scale. The elephant has more mass than the dog. The grown-up has more mass than the young
Okay, quick question, Rose. Who has more mass, me or you? Easy, you should know.
child. This refrigerator.
All of this is matter, and all of it is taking up.
Okay. Now, forms of matter. يعني شنو الأشكال اللي تجي بيها الماتر؟
All this measuring of mass is making me hungry.
But of course. Here are your matter menus.
Okay, so we have three forms of matter, Rosie. Solid يعني like a table. It's a solid. It's hard. Liquid يعني سائل مثل مي عصير. Gas يعني gas يعني بخار مثل بخار المي. الهواء ما نشوف الهواء بدنا نتنفسيه بس هو عبارة عن gas. So these are the three forms of matter. Solid, liquid and gas.
Solid, liquid, gas. I just want a hot dog.
Ah, a solid. You see, matter also has different forms. It can be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. At your request, we will start with solids. Take this board, for instance. Like this board,
So the board is solid.
and place it inside a container. Still has the same shape and size. Good job. Now, could the wire do that by itself?
No.
We use solids every day. They're very important. You brush your teeth with a toothbrush. You sit in a desk at your classroom. Read from a book. Play with your toys. We can see and touch solids. Solids are one form of matter in our world. The next form of matter, liquid, is also very important. Water is an important liquid that you use every single day.
So liquid.
Let's see how liquids are different from shows us that a liquid has no shape of its
Okay. So the liquid ما عنده شكل. It will take the shape of whatever thing we put it inside. Let's say if I put it in a cup, it will take the shape of a cup. If I spill it on the ground, it will just spill. يعني المي الليكويد السائل ما عنده شكل. يتشكل بالمكان اللي هو موجود بيه. بس السوليد لا عنده شكل وين ما حطيته هو نفس الشكل.
own. When you pour a liquid, it takes the shape of the container it's poured into. Fill this vase to the top with water. It's full. Pour the same full vase into the big glass bowl and it only fills the bottom.
See? It will take the
Now,
shape.
what two forms of matter have we covered?
Solids and liquids.
And that leaves
Gas.
gas. The third form of matter, it's
Actually, Rose, this is very interesting. I like this class.
all around you.
Where?
The air around you is made up of different gases. Can you feel air?
You can feel the wind. I feel air when I take a breath.
The air you breathe and the wind you feel is made of gases. These gases are matter too. Maybe this will help. There you go.
So the air we breathe is matter. It's a gas. The form of it is gas. We cannot see it, but we can feel it. لما تتنفسين, you can feel it in your nose and mouth. لما يجي هوا عليك, you can feel it on your skin.
Go on, blow them up. When you breathe in, gas fills your lungs. Now, blow the air out. It takes up space in the balloon. And remember, matter takes up space. The air that you're taking
Okay,
in
see
and
the
letting
balloon?
out is
When you
gas.
blow it,
The
inside
third
there
form
is
of
gas.
matter, gas, is very important. All living things need gas. Discovered that matter can be
A solid. A liquid. A gas.
Okay.
Matter is
something looks, sounds,
space.
and mass is
What is mass?
Mass
How
is
much
how
matter?
much matter is in something.
Is in something.
Finally, name the three forms of matter that we find in our world.
Rose, what are the three forms of matter? We have solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, so this was the matter lesson. I will go through the quiz, but I will not do it, of course. You have to do it by yourself. Take quiz. So there are three questions. Which might you use to observe the properties of matter? يعني شنو من الشغلات هاي تقدرين تستخدميها عمود تشوفين الخصائص مال الماتر. smell, sight, taste, or all of the above. Should be easy. You can smell matter, you can see matter. sight يعني using your eyes, and you can taste matter, تستطعميها. Okay, so all of the above. Which sense is the most common one for determining whether the object is soft or hard? شنو السنس اللي احنا نستخدمها عمود نشوف إذا الأوبجكت soft or hard? Is it taste, smell, sight, or touch? I will not answer this. You should answer it. Which is the best question to find out whether an object has the right property for you to carry it on your backpack? شنو الشيء اللي لازم أعرفه عمود أشوف إذا أقدر أشيل الأوبجكت بالجنطة مالتي أو لا؟ What does the object taste like? Will I care about it if I want to carry it or not? What is the size of the object? What does the object sound like? Or what is the color of the object? If you are smart, you should know the answer. إذا أنا عندي باك باك صغيرة وأريد أحط بيها شيء، عندك جنطة صغيرة وتحطين بيها شيء. Which property you care about؟ يعني شنو الشيء اللي راح تخليش تعرفين تقدرين تحطيها بالجنطة الصغيرة أو لا؟ إذا كان الشيء كبير أو صغير، صح؟ يعني do you care how it will taste or smell? No. So which out of these things you should know? How does it taste, or the size, or sound, or color? So this is the quiz and the math lesson.